So in this video, what I'm hoping to do is to sort out this old banger of a car, this Vauxhall Zafira. Now, I didn't intentionally spend £2,000 on this car because I really wanted it. I just needed a 7-seater when we got back from the Philippines. We had all of our stuff in storage. We had to get it out, and the only guy that was willing to actually come to our house with the car was the guy selling this for £2,000, and I can see why he was so keen to get rid of it. When we got it, he said that this was like the wrong knob, but it turns out it isn't just the knob, it's actually the whole thing. So this is a petrol and this is the knob for the diesel, but it's not just the knob, this whole thing has to be changed. And as you can see, it's absolute trash. You know, so that needs to be changed. Also, the steering wheel had this disgusting looking cover on it, and for good reason, because that cover was hiding all of this wear that you see here. So that definitely needs changing as well. So we need a new steering wheel, a new gear knob stick, and also the biggest problem of all right now is the fact that the clutch doesn't work. It's just very sloppy down here, and I'm hoping the reason is because of this here. So this is a clutch master cylinder, and there's some seals in here which, if they've gone, that would indicate that type of fault, that these seals are gone and this is just pushing in and out. It's not really doing anything, it's not pushing the fluid to release the clutch. And I'm hoping if I can fix this, this will get us back on the road. If it's not that, then we're in even more trouble, because that means it's going to be the clutch servo, which is actually inside the bell housing, which means the gearbox has to come off, which means the entire subframe, the front subframe of the car has to come off, which means disconnecting the wheels, everything. Is just a complete nightmare. I don't want to do that here on the side of the road in the rain. So fingers crossed, this is going to fix it. There we go. So, oh my goodness, what on earth is going on down there? Right. Oh, dearie me. Now then, so I managed to get this little clip off. This little clip goes through this part, okay? Goes through there, which goes onto the clutch pedal with this little thing here stuck on to hold it in. Unfortunately, it's really super tight in there. I can't get to these bolts. Because of that, I think I'm gonna have to get off all of this plastic here, because there is just no way down here. You can see the clutch pedal right here. There's the clutch pedal, and up there somewhere is the bolts we need to get out. So, quite annoyingly, there's these screws in all the worst possible places. It's quite a hassle getting this off, just for changing one simple component. I was expecting a bit more to come out than that, but this pot my wife gave me is not really gonna do the job anyway. Okay. What is the best way to get this out? Okay, new one going in. Try and get that on, stop that leaking. Now unfortunately, this looks like the exact same trash, plasticky aftermarket piece which we've just came on. This is the bit that came off, and it looks exactly the same, and it also doesn't look that old. Well, hopefully the new one will last a bit longer. Probably the worst job I've ever done in my life. This is horrendous. So, we finally did it. We got it back in, it's nice and tight. My goodness, that took a lot longer than expected. And this pin here is all in, nice and secure. Oh, now we just got to bleed it. Now the bleed nipple for this is, of course, underneath the battery tray. So, you know, it's a Vauxhall, we have to take half the car apart just to get to it. So let's get this off. Oh, that's in tight. It is screwed down. There it is. Okay, I just want to take this short little break to tell you a little something that I've been working on. I'm not predominantly a mechanic. You may have noticed that. I'm actually a web developer by trade. Here, this is a dealer management system that you can get into really, really dirt cheap right now because, well, we're kind of still in development of it, okay? So we've got things like quarter on quarter, year on year, you've got average days to sale, average cars, units sold, sell-through rate, average prep cost, all of this sort of stuff. Now you can change these dates, do whatever you want, and then actually download the CSVs of these files as well, so you can download all the data that you want. You know, you got the vehicle list where you can edit and manage stuff and easily scroll through to find the cars that you're looking for. Obviously add vehicles whenever you want. You can add the website, so that's right, this actually does come with a website as well, and you got full control. Make it light or dark, you can change the brand colors, secondary colors. You can even add in your own domain name as well. So if you have your own domain name, you don't want to be using carscout.com and you want to use your own, you can do that. Just add that there and we'll sort all that out for you. And the website is free, okay, so you don't have to pay any extra for that. It all comes as part of the package. As you can see right here, so you've got an about page, you've got the cars page here where you've got all the different cars with all these sliders so people can look for the cars that they want. So you can see this is what they would see. Got your contact details there. Now none of your contact details are available online for people to see. They have to actually click it, but it's not going to get scraped by the internet and then you're going to get like a bunch of scammers calling you all the time, because you do need to actually click to actually get that phone number. So that is very important. Also, you can download spec sheets of the cars as well if you want it. Right now, we're actually doing a very special deal because this is all brand new. We've created this just in the last few months, and we want to give it away to people which are already sort of maybe just starting out, and they're going to give us some feedback on that and let us know maybe some more features that they'd like added and help us develop it and turn it into something really, really good. And because of that, you're going to be getting a massive discount, okay? So right now you can get a whole year's membership for just $97. That's less than $10 a month, which is ridiculously cheap. Obviously, the price will go back up now once we've sort of worked and ironed out the kinks and made it so much more better. And obviously there's going to be a monthly option and an annual, but right now you can get in ridiculously cheap, just $247. No, just $97 for a whole 12 months. Awesome. Now let's get back to it. There we go, and just like that, everything is back together again. So now I've just got to get pretty much as I can back in here, put back together, and then go test it out, check if I can pick my daughter up from school. Otherwise she's going to be walking home and she's not going to be happy with that. So let's try and get some of this back together as quick as we can. Now, I know what you're probably thinking. You're probably thinking, why on earth am I putting all this back together instead of doing this gear knob like I'm supposed to? Well, this is not the car that I bought for doing up. This is actually supposed to be my little daily run around. That car over there is supposed to be the car I'm doing up. I'm sorry we couldn't show you earlier about the brake bleeding, but I was a bit busy walking all the way to Asda just to get a couple of litres of brake fluid. Well, just 1 litre to be honest. 250 ml of brake fluid, because I didn't have as much as I thought I had, to be honest. Now then, my goodness me. They do make this stuff complicated, don't they? I think for now, because I've got to go test this out and see if I can go pick up our daughter from school. I've still got this panel here, which is missing, and I've got this one over here. This needs to get thrown back on as quick as we can. I can't remember how it came out. I can't imagine how it's going to go back in. Let's just push that till it squeezes in. Something like that. It's good enough to go to school. Now we got to just check, make sure that this clutch actually works. So just try it in first. Oh, that's much better. That's feeling very nice. Oh yeah, feels like we got a clutch again. Awesome, let's go. Okay, here we are now back inside the Volvo, and you can see this old one here with the 6 gears, which is for the diesel. And we need to swap this here with a brand new second-hand one with just the 5 gears, this is a petrol, so this is what it should have. I don't know why somebody put the wrong one in. It can't be that difficult to do now, can it? Now, if we just pull this bit here out, that just pulls out. You don't need to unscrew anything. And then there are a couple of small little screws just in there that need to come out. Now there's also 4 of these little Torx bits here, one in each corner that need to come out. And then we're gonna get off these somehow, take those off and put the new one in. Easy as that. Seems I've also got to disconnect something a bit lower down. Oh, there we go. Still doesn't give you particularly good access. Well, taking this metal surround off looks as though it's not going to work, unfortunately. You've got this one little screw in here that you can't get to without possibly having to take all of this off here, and it's also connected to this center console as well, so it just will not come off without all of that off as well, which is already ridiculous because we've already got all the glove box out and everything out over here as well. It just seems ridiculous, so I'm just gonna have to squeeze my hands in down here somewhere and hopefully manage to get it out. These jobs always harder than they look, yeah? Seems like an easy job. My goodness me. That was pretty tough. Right, let's get some of these screws back in, shall we? Just like that, with hardly any effort whatsoever. That it was so easy. I would not want to do that again. It does seem quite complicated, the way that Vauxhall have set this up. I remember the good old days when you could just change a gear stick, just screw it on, screw it off, you know. Back in the old days, the cars, they certainly made things much easier for making mods and all of that stuff. Nowadays, it's extremely difficult to do even the simplest of little changes. Looking good though, eh? I think there might be a slight tear in it, but much better than the one that just came off. And just like that, it was back in, brand new gear stick. Now, the only thing on my mind is hoping that the gears all work and I've not just completely broken the car. And I suppose there is only one way to find out. The moment of truth. Reverse. Oh yes. Okay. We're looking good. We're looking good. I've got second, third. Yeah, first, second, third, fourth, fifth. That's it. Looks good. Now then, I think in this next video, this has gone on a bit long today, so we're going to be getting this steering wheel fixed and sorted out because of the nasty marks on here. It's very worn. We're going to sort that out in the next video, as well as also some of the very nasty marks on the outside of the car. There's a lot of scratches, I'll be honest. It looks pretty terrible on the outside, so we're going to be getting rid of those scratches and sorting it out, ready for sale, because I don't want this car. I only bought it just when we got back from the Philippines and we needed to get our stuff out from storage. We needed a 7-seater as quick as possible. So we bought this one, but it's not for me. So really, I'm just prepping it to get it sold and then move on and buy something new. That's it for now for this video. Catch it again in the next.